welcome to Empower. I'm glad you're together with us today. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. In this program, we focus on people and workplace. And we keep learning, and we agree that we need to learn from each other so that every day we can become better and better. And this program focuses on all people working whether in the formal setup or informal setup. And last week we started a very good discussion on the toxic environment, work environment, and that is where we're going to continue from. And I'm still having my guest with me, Terry. Maybe you can say hi to our viewers, introduce yourself briefly in case someone did not join us last week.
Thank you. Thank you, Beatrice, once again. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm happy again to be here.
Yes.
Terry Micheni is my name, an HR practitioner by practice. Yeah. I have over 13 years of experience in this space, quite some years. Yeah? I'm almost becoming a dinosaur in the HR space with experience in different or diverse industries, spanning from manufacturing, security sector, banking sector, distribution, name them.
Yeah. Amazing.
And I'm happy to be at this
Glad
time.
to have you today. And last time we looked at work environment and how it can be toxic, and we looked also the impact of having such. And today we continue from there, but our focus today is on the individual, because sometimes, Terry, what happens is that we look at others and we don't look at ourselves. And that is why we need to look at how to reflect on self as this matter is concerned, because sometimes it's hard to look at yourself. I'm just saying Terry is making this place conducive for me. Terry always does this, but I need to sit and ask myself, okay, Beatrice, what are you you know, what role are you playing in this toxicity in the organization? What did you say about that as we introduce the topic?
Yeah. It's very easy to point fingers, and it's very easy to blame others on what is happening in the space. But as you've said, it is very necessary for sometimes, even in relationship, not only in the workplaces, even in any relationship, to sit back and ask yourself, am I really the problem? Might I be the problem in this situation that I'm getting myself in? And when you do that, you realize that sometimes you are the controller. Actually, you are the we call it catalyst of the situation, or you are actually the only problem, or you are, if you're lucky enough, you'd have nothing to do with it. Yeah, so it's important to have that time and ask yourself very difficult questions about the situation you're in and what's your contribution about it into it.
Maybe my first question is, would I be toxic and I don't know?
It happens most oftenly. Actually, that's why we are saying it is very easy to point fingers, and it becomes not very often you see people saying that I am in this situation, but I am contributing to it. So yeah, it is very possible. It actually happens that most of the time we are the problem, but we are not appreciating. We do not know if we are the problem. So it calls for that intentional self-reflection, intentional looking inward, and understanding who is who within the situation.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, because I'm thinking sometimes why we point on others is maybe we've not identified it, or maybe we're ignoring it, or we are trying to cover ourselves, because I can know I'm actually the I don't want to
ignite out the situation.
Yes, but I don't want to accept it. So I just let it just say, and I'm happy seeing it happen, and I know I'm behind there, controlling the whole matter, which is quite serious, and it's very bad.
Actually, that is more dangerous when you know you're the problem and you are hiding, and then that becomes a dangerous situation. But even on a normal day, when you point big fingers, the way we point, I always tell people, when you're pointing fingers, the others are calling you, please look at yourself. It is one that is pointing others, but all the others are asking you, might you be the problem? Yes, there can be that situation where you are the problem and you know it, but you now you become a very dangerous person.
Yes.
You're actually more venomous in terms of poisoning than anyone else who do not know if they are the actual problem.
Yes.
You remember what we said last in our last discussion is environment is not just made, it doesn't just drop.
Yes.
It is one individual that it starts with one or two, then it becomes 3, 4, 5, a group, a team, then entirely the environment.
Yes.
So before even it gets there, if we are all able, if we are intentional and we want to have the right environment, before it gets to, you know, spreading the toxicity to others, if you can curb it at your space, at where you are, understand if I am the problem and I need to change, if you are able to stop it at that point, then you will not have the environment we are talking about. But then if we do not have that time, or we do not see the need of self-reflection and changing, then we will definitely have to spread, we will spread it out. So as we say, it is a bitter pill to swallow. They're telling someone to appreciate that, yes, I am the problem. And actually that's why it is human being by nature. They do not want being told the truth, especially when the truth is the negative truth. You know, by nature we like the positive things. Even when you get yourself into, even your dress code, someone wants to focus on, hey, your hair is good, but when your coat has a stain or has is torn somehow, when you tell me, I will start feeling, you know, and start even looking at Beatrice in another eye, with another eye, because we do not like being told the truth, especially when the truth is not the positive, on the positive side. So this self-reflection is very key. It is hard. It is not an easy thing. It is not something you wake up and decide, let me see if I'm the problem and if I'm the, and then appreciate. Yes, you can say, yes, let me look at it and have yourself committing, you know, that time of me and me alone, and discuss with me. I actually tell people, for me, I always take time every other day. When I'm driving from work or going from work to home, or when I'm in my own personal space, I ask myself very difficult question. Terry, what did you say today? What did you talk? What kind of discussion? How did you do it? And then when you do those moments of, and normalize taking time and having those discussions with yourself, and, you know, counting your actions for the day or for whatever period it is, counting your action, you're able to point out some of the things that translate to toxic behavior. But then it calls for intentional, you know, intentional thought process. But this is what I want to identify. If I'm right, if I'm the problem, or I'm not the problem, and where is the problem?
Wow. Maybe what are some of the behaviors? I know there are many. But what are some of the behaviors that will make me think toxic?
As you said, there are many.
There must be many.
There must be many. But then when you're asking yourself this, when you're having this self-time, and you're asking yourself, you know, you're becoming, you are very, you know what you're looking for. So you have a very, you can ask yourself very directing, you know, questions yourself. Ask yourself, am I a bully? One of the behavior of a toxic environment or toxic people is, you know, bullying, gossip. Am I a bully myself? How did I, and at this point is where you just take examples. When so and so approached me, how did I respond? When I received this email at the workplace, how did I respond? What was the feedback? How did I even myself behave even when nobody is seeing? No, when we talk about discipline is when you do things even when nobody is seeing what is this person, what is Terry as a person, without waiting for people to point you. Because like bullying, am I a gossiper? How do I find myself in a room where people are just talking about others and negatively about others? Am I actually the person who is contributing the most? You know, am I the person who always is the correct person in the room? Am I the only is it my way, or there's the way we say it is either my way or the highway.
Yes.
Am I fit in discussion where people are discussing, or where they are dialogue or their conversation?
Yes.
Am I the only knowledgeable person in this space? Do people come to me with the only what, when people come to you with only what you want to hear, not what is the right thing? When people respond to you with only what you want to hear, when you ask yourself and you tick to some of those questions, you'll definitely know that I'm contributing. I might not be the only person, because then if it grew to a toxic environment, then you may not be the only one. But then the question is, am I contributing? Is it what is my contribution in this kind of environment? And if you take yes in some of these those directing questions that you ask yourself, then you realize that yes, I might be contributing it. Am I the person, am I the master of the gossips, of the cliques that we have, on the politics that we have in the office? Am I the person who just laugh when someone else is going through a season or facing through negative situation? Am I the person who is happy inside? You can fake a smile. Sorry, Beatrice, I'm sorry you're going through this, but deep inside me, I'm happy. I'm happy. Let's see how you navigate out of this one. And when because these are the things that you are talking to yourself. Nobody is seeing you. It is just you and you.
It's me.
So when you take some of these, then you realize that I'm really contributing to this. And that's why we're saying you need to be very deliberate on what you're looking. It has to be intentional on what you need to find out.
Wow, it's amazing, and I think, as you say, it's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
It's not easy because things are not correct, and I don't want to agree. Sometimes, I actually think of as human beings, because of that nature of wanting to be appreciated, wanting to be the good people, to be on the good side all the time. Such a step may not be that easy, because it seems that I have to agree with some negatives that touches on me, but I also consider it as such a healthy thing to do, because as we are going to see is, after I do this, then how do I move forward? Because after nishatik ndio, then what next? And we're going to look at that, because we should be taking a short break. But I'm looking at the implication of such. If all of us would actually do that in the organization, Terry does it, Beatrice does it, the other person does it like that, and able to identify our contribution in this environment, which we are not really enjoying because of some things. There are things that are happening, and you are complaining about them, or they're affecting how we are working in a department, or we're working in our team. If all of us would reach a point whereby we say we are going to be sincere with ourselves, we're going to check on ourselves. Let me not look at A. Let me look at Beatrice.
Beatrice first.
Let me focus on Beatrice. And the other person focuses on self. Then definitely at the end of it all, it is going to be great. We need to take a short break. Thank you so much for being part of this program. We are taking a short break. Don't go far. My name is Beatrice Chuchu.